Hi, beautiful souls. Jeanette Starseed here. So this week is going to be a very transformative week, and you could be feeling it. It could be impacting you quite plentiful. One that moves us from emotional healing into purposeful action, spiritual awakening, and heart-centered alignment. So Monday, November 3rd, which was yesterday, Mars in Scorpio trined Neptune in Pisces. And we opened the week under a mystical influence. So with Mars trining Neptune, this blends motivation with intuition, and it's that divine nudge to act on what your soul feels, not just what logic says. Pay attention to your gut instincts, and they're guiding you towards something fated. You might feel called to channel, create, or heal. This is perfect energy for artists, intuitives, and empaths. But it can also blur boundaries. Ground yourself before diving in too deep. Then on Tuesday, which is today, November 4th, Mars entered Sagittarius and the moon entered Taurus. Mars is also opposite of Uranus. The energy shifts fast, and Mars moves into Sagittarius, feeling expansion and honesty. You'll crave freedom, truth, and adventure. Anything that breaks you out of the emotional confinement. With Mars opposite Uranus, expect surprises or disruptions. This is a rebellious energy, so don't make rash choices. You may hear me mess up my words more because we are in the shadow phase of Mercury retrograde. So that'll happen until mid-December. Let the Taurus moon ground you. Focus on comfort, self-care, and slowing down. Also, grounding is important. Wednesday, November 5th, we have the full moon in Taurus at 13 degrees, and this full moon is powerful. It highlights what's been going on, what's been growing in your life around stability, self-worth, and finances. Ask yourself, what am I holding on to out of fear instead of trust? So Taurus teaches us that abundance is a vibration, not a possession. Let go of the scarcity mindset and anchor in gratitude. So if you focus more on what you're grateful for, which this is a practice that I have to do as well, because with every setback that I keep having, it makes it really hard to not have the scarcity mindset. Who is with me on that? Yes, because I have Saturn in my second house, so it is very much dead on affecting my finances. And it has been all year. So that's something that I'm going to have to focus on more of too, is gratitude. Like, what can you be grateful for in the day? The more that you can say that you're grateful for something, like, so for instance, I'm grateful for my dad helping me to get my car fixed, because this damn car has taken all my money this year. And I wish I had the money to get a new one. But yes, I'm thankful for those who have helped me to repair this devil of a vehicle. Okay, and so for Thursday, November 6th, Mars sextile Pluto, plus the moon in Gemini, and Venus enters Scorpio, and the sun trines North Node. So there's a lot going on that day. There's just a lot in general for November to begin with. So this is a high frequency day. Oh yes, we need that, don't we? Mars sextile Pluto gives strength and determination, a great time to commit to your transformation. The moon in Gemini opens communication, which in some cases is really needed. And while Venus entering Scorpio deepens relationship and money matters, everything feels more intense, but also more real. And so you could also be having deeper conversations and feeling more deeply, and just actually being authentic, being real, you know. The sun trining North Node brings fated meetings or opportunities that guide us closer to our purpose. Don't chase, allow. And then on, Friday, November 7th, Uranus retrograde re-enters Taurus. Venus square Pluto energy intensifies again. Uranus retrograde back into Taurus shakes up your comfort zone. Sudden insights about money, values, or independence may come through. Venus squaring Pluto can trigger jealousy, power struggles, or obsession. But it's also a catalyst for deep soul healing. Love and shadow go hand in hand right now. Transformation through the truth. And then on Saturday, November 8th, the moon enters Cancer. After that intensity, we need softness. And the Cancer moon invites emotional rest and comfort, food, home, and nurturing yourself. Cry if you need to. Rest if you're drained. This is a heart healing day. That's Saturday, November 8th. Maybe don't plan a public outing. Unless you want to cry in public. Sunday, November 9th, Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius begins. And here we go. So Mercury retrograde starts officially, and it's asking us to review our beliefs, goals, and communication. It's not time to rush. It's a time to realign. All them words: reflect, rest, realign, reevaluate. You may need to revisit old plans or rethink the truth, your truth. Double check travel or tech details and speak from clarity, not frustration. Try to have a backup plan if you can. Also be aware of technical difficulties, possible vehicle issues, which I think I've had enough this year. I really don't need any more, you know? Like, money needs to flow to me now. Flow to me now. I can help others who are in need. I can help myself, my daughter, my parents, and those who are in need. So that's what I wish. That's one of the things I wish. So then Monday, November 10th, the moon enters Leo, which that's my moon sign. And confidence returns as the moon moves into Leo. After all that emotional work, you're ready to rise and express again, share your story, let your light shine, and it's a heart healing through expression. Okay, it's your heart healing through expression. So Tuesday, November 11th, we have the last quarter moon in Leo, which is 11/11, and Jupiter retrograde in Cancer. So we close the week with the last quarter moon, bringing reflection and release. And it's about integration, applying the lessons learned through the full moon and the emotional waves. So with Jupiter retrograde in Cancer, growth comes from emotional maturity, nurturing your roots, and trusting that expansion doesn't require overextending. It begins safely within. And the theme for the week is moving through transformation with trust. This week blends action with surrender. Mars drives us forward, but Neptune, Venus, and the retrogrades remind us to stay aligned with our soul, not the ego. You're being reshaped for your next chapter, and that's more authentic, intuitive, and heart-centered more than ever before. And we really need that on this planet at this time, more than ever. Remember that these are collective energies, but your chart tells a much deeper story. So if you're ready for clarity, healing, or divine direction, order your personal reading today with me, and let's decode your cosmic blueprint together. I offer astrology readings and tarot readings. You can contact me through my Linktree, which is either in my bio or description box or comment section, sometimes all three. And you can either contact me through email or through my Facebook Messenger, and we can talk about different options for reading styles. And I just seen 1222. You could be seeing that number as well. So be on the lookout for my tarot collective reading. That would be coming up again sometime this week. And twin flame reading. I may throw another one out there as well. So sending you lots of love and light. Thank you for listening. Piercing through the shadows. Namaste.